Hi staff, this video is about your display and when you plug it into your projector. There are two types of displays that I want to demonstrate for you here. The first one is a mirrored display, and that's what you see in the image in this video right now. A mirrored display is basically what you see on your computer is the same as what is being projected on the screen. A lot of teachers like to work in this because they are looking at their computer while they're instructing and they want their students to see the exact same thing. Another possible setup is having dual monitors. That's where your laptop is showing one set of windows and apps, and what's being projected is showing a whole nother set of apps or windows. The benefit to this is that while you're showing a video or you have some website up projected to your students, you can be doing something else. This is called a dual display setup. Occasionally you may see a screen like this projected when you plug in your laptop. Notice that there's some strange sort of background there, a desktop background, and the menu bar at the top is kind of dim. This tells me that I'm set up in a dual display setup. This is a secondary display that has no windows or any apps being used on it. This is an example of a mirrored setup. On my desktop, I see a calendar and a web browser window, and projected on the screen, I see the same things. As I move my web browser around, the same thing happens on the projected screen. Same thing with any other window. What I'm doing on my laptop is exactly what's happening on the projected screen. This is called a mirrored setup, or a mirrored display setup. So how do I control my display preferences? How do I switch between a dual display setup and a mirrored display setup? There are two different ways. The first one I'm going to show you is very simple. Basically, all you need to do is use the Command key, hold that down while you press the F1 key that's way up on the upper left side of your keyboard. Again, that's Command F1. If you are in a dual display mode, Command F1 will switch you right into a mirrored display and vice versa. It'll toggle you back and forth between the two display options. The second way to control your screen display preferences is to use the icon in your menu bar for your display preferences. It looks like a rectangle with a triangle underneath it. You must be plugged into your projector in order to see what I'm going to see here. You must already have a second display plugged into your laptop. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to go to Open Display Preferences. And I'm going to get a couple windows that pop up. The first one, right here, I have my controls to close out of this or tuck it away up here. It says that I have a built-in display, and the other window tells me about my display. Right now I'm using a Thunderbolt display. In order to control the mirroring, I can go into the tab in the first window that says Arrangement. In there, you can see that I have my laptop right here on this side. I can slide this all around however I like, and it'll reset. But right now I'm in a dual display setup. If I click on Mirrored Display, you can see that. You can see that now my image changes so that both of my displays are on top of each other. And this tells me I'm in a mirrored display. Deselecting this option will bring me back to a dual display setup. And you can see I had a window on my other screen that popped up here. So that's how you do it, by going into your displays, preferences from your tool menu bar, going to Arrange and toggling the mirrored display on or off.